We start a new hour on Get Up. Shefty insists we talk about kickers.
Well, that is not true, but when somebody connects on a 72-yard field goal the way that Chad Ryland did in Denver, it is worth bringing up. It comes a week after Cam Little hit a 70-yarder in a game in Jacksonville, not in Denver, not in the altitude and the thin air. I got it, but it's still 72 yards, which is incredible. With Chad Ryland hitting from 72 and Cam Little hitting from 70, I wonder if we may see some 70-yard field goal this season.
That really is the question. The game has changed. I'm old enough to remember when a 50-yard field goal was a big deal. If a guy made a 50-yarder, that felt like a big deal. Suddenly 60 has become the new 50. Could we be in a league now where the second you get over midfield, you're in field goal range? That would seem to me that could be a significant weapon for an NFL team if you had a guy who could do that.
Yeah, if they're consistently capable of making it, yeah, it just blows my mind because I agree with you. 50 was like the thing.
Yeah, it's one thing to do it in Colorado in the altitude. In Jacksonville, they are 16 feet above sea level, and we saw a 70-yarder there last week. Okay. You know who we are. We got a new hour rolling. It's Get Up. Let's start with the game last night. We all wanted to see Caleb Williams in this new Ben Johnson offense. You were nervous as could be in Chicago. What is it going to look like? Dan, the news.
And he's supposed to be looking there. The ball, again, perfect to the tight end.
Now, here's a play. Why do you like this one?
Because it's 2nd and 5. They call play action. The protection breaks down. Instead of him trying to run around and be a hero and do everything himself, he kind of waits 2 yards after the catch. The window's big, and it's going to constrict at some point. But throwing it when it's big allows for that after the catch by Olamide Zaccheaus.
90. He would finish 6 of 10, 107 yards and a touchdown. Bears win 38-0.
To a month ago, I think I've grown a lot. Now, my mindset is, keep growing. I think the idea is to be able to handle every single thing that I can, and everything that Ben says that, I should be able to handle. Being able to do that consistently over the next couple years is, important for me.
I thought really the 3 days of practice we had this week and this game were the most he's stacked up good days in a row right now. And so the challenge is going to be to keep pushing in that direction.
Okay, so there are 3 elements, the way I see it, to evaluating how a quarterback played. The first is you look at the numbers. Those are easy for even people like me who didn't play the game to decipher. Next, you look at the highlights. Those are easy for people like me to look at. Then you look at the tape, and that's what I need you for. Did the tape look as good as the numbers in the highlights felt?
Absolutely. Every completion that he had from the pocket was out on no hitch or one hitch, except one. And that was the big thing. When I talk about hitch, imagine for everybody at home, the quarterback getting to the top of their drop and moving up in the pocket. And every time that the quarterback does that, that's kind of known as a hitch. And the hitch tells you when and where to throw the football. And so if you go to the ball down the middle of the field, 1, 2, 3, hitch, that ball is out in 2.11 seconds. That's outstanding. You're going to get a hitch to the top of the screen. The route is just 5 yards down the field. There's no hitch there. That's 2 seconds. This is playing fast. If you just watch Caleb Williams' feet last year to last night, he looks like a different player. This is 1 hitch, 2 hitch, 2.2 seconds. The 1 hitch is to the short. The 2nd hitch is 2 seconds. So that's the big thing is if you watched Caleb at USC and last year, the thing that we would hitch, hitch, hitch. And I was around Kyle Shanahan and Gary Kubiak, and they would always tell you, first hitch is to the first guy, 2nd hitch to the 2nd guy, 3rd hitch, you either run or get to the check down. And so Caleb has not done that. Last night he did. That's great growth.
And Grady, to that point, last year they had 68 sacks. A lot of those, to Dan's point, he was running backwards. He ran himself into a lot of sacks. So when you want to evaluate a quarterback, you start with their feet. His feet were confident, and they were on time. And when you have those 2 tight ends, Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet, and you can control the middle of the field, those are much easier throws. And look, to Dan's point, especially on the...
But he looked on time. He looked in rhythm. He looked like he was working quick. He looked like he could get Ben Johnson's offense last night.
So the process has to be, okay, me as a coach, I'm going to get the first read open. The coverage is going to tell you who the first read is. I'm going to get him open. Your job, get it out on time to the right guy at the right place. Check. That box was checked last night. The next step is going to be, I'm going to get the first guy open. The defense is going to tell you who to throw football to, and I didn't. So the defense covered the first guy. And so to Shefty's point, which is an accurate one, the Bills defense was remarkably basic. You think is going to get the ball, and that second hitch comes into play, are you going to listen to your feet? And then that third hitch comes into play.
I know Buffalo was vanilla, but let's face it, like that firm pocket really helps.
You say we don't have to order our preseason Super Bowl tickets yet. But again, if he had gone out last night and he had struggled mightily, you would be canceling those Super Bowl tickets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
I
right?
mean, look, if he had played, that's what I would say. To anyone who's saying, hey, slow down, it's just the preseason, what would that same person have said if he went out and had the game that Justin Fields had on Saturday night for the Jets? You'd be saying, uh-oh, he's a bust. It's not going to happen. He's not getting the offense. So these things, they don't count, but they matter. And it looked like just take it for what it is. It was a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah.
We will see. They've got to be ready 3 weeks from tonight. They'll be playing on Monday Night Football against Minnesota. So we've got most of week 2 of the preseason done. Let's do some superlatives. Dan, who had the best throw?
I mean, Russell Wilson. This throw by Russell is, I don't care if you're 21, 31, or 36.
37 in November.
37. This is an absolute rocket launcher. That ball travels over 60 yards in the air. And so if they can give him some pockets that look like this and he still has that ability to launch the ball downfield, that's going to create some explosive plays to players like Malik Neighbors.
So that moon ball was the best throw. Mike T, who had the best run of the weekend?
Greedy, Ashton Genty, pencil him in for Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is going to be Marshawn Lynch of Seattle. And when you think about what they have in Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, don't sleep on this Raider offense. I know defense, we have some questions. This guy's going to get the ball 30 times a game. Chip Kelly is going to load him up. They're going to be fun to watch on offense.
Shefty, we've had the best throw. We've had the best run. Who had the best catch?
Well, Ashton Genty could win the Offensive Rookie of the Year if Emeka Egbuka doesn't win it in Tampa.
Okay.
Look at this catch.
Look at that
against
catch.
the Pittsburgh Steelers. A contested ball somehow comes down with it. I don't know how he saw that pass. I don't know how he caught that pass. But Emeka Egbuka apparently has been making catches like this all through the summer.
According to Mike Greenberg.
The other Mike Greenberg, or the better Mike Greenberg.
Man, dude.
Oh, my goodness.
Remains my favorite play ever.
Goodness.
Now, wait a second.
No,
no,
don't wait a second. Don't wait a second.
Look at
Mike
his
T.
feet.
But we started a rookie quarterback.
Why do your feet move so fast?
How do you have a son that's playing collegiate sports? Is my biggest question.
He's a long snapper.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing collegiate sports now. Jeez.
He is a long snapper.
There's a reason that Mike advanced in his career through numbers.
Yeah, exactly. It just looks like he's competing in a dance contest. That is my favorite one of all time.
But we started a rookie quarterback, Dan.
That's exactly right. And they went to the championship game. So in the end, you got the last laugh. All right, coming up, Jackson throwing darts on Saturday night. Should they get to the point and start him right away? We'll get to that. Plus, it's getting late early in Dallas and Washington and Cincinnati. What is going on with Micah, Scary Terry, and Trey? Shefty has the latest.
Did I hear just now that it's Dan Orlovsky's birthday?
I may just be hearing that. Really? Oh, breaking news.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Nowhere else I'd rather be.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.